Hello guys and girls, welcome back to Competitive Console Gaming. My name is Aardvark, and today I finally have our first Pokemon Showdown gameplay commentary for you guys. I made a few slight slip-ups this game, really only like 2 or 3, but ultimately I believe I do bring it back. So let's start up here. So I see he's a poison-heavy team, so I'm going to lead off with my Azelf. Unfortunately, I can't really do anything to start Sharpedo. It's not a good idea to stay in, so I try and get into Frostlass just to try and see if I can maybe get a Destiny Bond. However, obviously that didn't work out. So I'm kind of at this point just gonna try and get some confusions on some of his monsters and see if I can just let Frostlass die to get in a fresh switch in on one of my sweepers. See if they can do some damage. So I'm kind of just wanting to let him die at this point. I'm not really okay, there we go. And so I'm gonna switch into my Toxicroak. I go for the fake out and get the poison, which is great. However, I really should have switched out here. It's pretty much obvious Sharpedo would have outspeeded, so I'm not really sure why I stayed in there. But I go ahead and switch into my Blastoise, go for the quick Aura Sphere, but he does get the flinch here, so that's a little annoying. But it's really just a minor setback. He can't really do anything to my Mega Blastoise, so I go for the Aura Sphere. He's gonna send out his Beedrill. What I really want to do is switch into my Azelf and let him start sweeping, but I can't do that until this guy's out of the way, especially because I don't know what's up this Beedrill sleeve. So I'm just kind of trying to get this thing out of here right now with my Blastoise before I switch into anything. Go for one more Sleep Talk, get the Water Pulse, and he's taken down. So he's going to switch into his Roserade. I go for Blissey here just so I can kind of get an idea of this guy's moveset. Just because Roserades can be somewhat tricky sometimes. Just depending on what set they're running. So I go for the Fire Blast here just to see how much damage I can do. I don't believe it would have killed, just because Blissey's special attack is so low. He actually switches into this thing, which I despise this thing, but it's cool. Again, I'm just trying to let Blissey die here so I can get Azelf in and start sweeping people. In fact, I'm going to speed this up a little bit. I went for the Toxic there. I think that's pretty much the best move, especially if you're just trying to let this Pokemon die. It's taken an awful long time though. This Drain Punch nonsense isn't doing much. Alright, there we go. So my Blissey goes down, finally, after a while, so I switch into my Azelf, and this is pretty much the game. Azelf starts tearing faces, especially since his remaining 3 Pokemon can't really do anything. I was slightly worried about Coughing, but Azelf is just so powerful that it didn't really matter. I hadn't seen this guy yet, but the Sucker Punch, I honestly should have seen that coming, but that was a good move on his part, but it didn't, obviously it wasn't enough to kill. So actually, yeah, this is somewhat close, just because I doubt I would have really been able to do much after that, but yeah, I did end up taking this game. So anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Be sure to like this video if you want to see more Pokemon Showdown on this channel, and subscribe. We post a ton of competitive gameplay and gaming news every week. Thanks, guys.